Hi, I'm Sammi Chaos, and honestly, I hate Vonnie.
Hello, all you indie darlings out there. Again, we don't have a name for this podcast yet. We're working on it. If you've got some name suggestions, let me know. But more importantly, we got some amazing guests that we be having on this show. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm excited for this one right here because I've been following this person for a little bit. I met this person just recently. This person's probably one of the better indie wrestlers I've ever met and had a great interaction with. I'm super duper excited. And I believe this person is from the great state of New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken, or at least in the area. Let's go. Also a Jersey twin. We doing this shit. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with right now?
Sammi motherfucking Chaos.
That's Sammi motherfucking Chaos.
Hello.
You get that shit right. God damn it.
Yes.
Listen,
what's up?
It's all good. Everything's great on my side of the fence. That actually leads to my first question I got for you. I always want to ask, how's your spirit?
My spirit. I mean, listen, I woke up today, and I'm on this great ass podcast right now. So I'm great. I'm great.
I appreciate that. I'm glad that you're good. Listen, if it is what it is, I want to make sure you're having a great time. We're going to usher this podcast in and make sure you have an even better time because as y'all know, if y'all don't know this, it's Thursday. I just got off work. A nigga tired, but you know what? We're going to make this shit shake. I just got some coffee in my system. Let's go. I want to start off talking about the first time I met you. So I already knew who you were because I'd seen some of your footage, some of your game, and we're going to talk about like some of the videos I came across the first time where I was like, oh, this is Sammi Chaos. Sammi Chaos out here doing a goddamn thing. But first time I actually met you was in Brooklyn. This was back in, I think, July or August at Jobber Slam Forum or something of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So the funny thing about that is I had just came from a convention at Javits, this thing Anime NYC. We boogied on down all the way over to Brooklyn through New York traffic, which is a fucking pain.
Oh my God, yeah.
The worst. Made it there, and then we got into this gym. Everything was set up. The stage was set. I knew about you and Caitlin Marie. We're gonna get into her in a second as well. But the match y'all had with the King Bees, goddamn, bro, that might have been match of the night.
It was match of the night. Ask anybody.
And that's the thing. Like, I feel like a lot of people, and first and foremost, y'all had the crowd rocking. I think the thing that I hate the most about this, and I suck at like really shooting things live, but all the videos I have from that night that I shot from my phone, there's this big blaring ass light like right in the way. That shit sucks. Like every time that happens to me. Can you walk me through like just I don't know how things kind of progress with y'all with that match? Like, was that your first time working with King Bees? Is this something that you had that match with them before? Like, walk me through this.
So that was our first time working with King Bees, and I was nervous because they're the fucking King Bees. They're the NWA Women's Tag Champs. I was like, what the fuck? But I mean, me and Caitlin, I love us as a team. We're just, I mean, I'm gonna humble brag. I think we're just so fucking fun and entertaining. And the King Bees are entertaining as hell. So working with them, it was a blast. We had so much fun. I mean, as you could tell if you watch the playback, like I had to like stop myself from laughing a few times. I'm like, I have to be serious. Like, what the hell?
I gotta keep this going. Like that'd be the worst when you be in ring and you trying so hard to keep a straight face, but somebody do something hilarious and you start popping.
Oh my God.
And it's always Caitlin. It's
always Caitlin. Always. I'm supposed to be like this big scary bitch, and she's like doing Caitlin Marie things, and I'm like, you gotta stop.
And you know what? It started before y'all even entered the ring because I think my favorite part of all this, that fucking promo. The raid can.
Yes.
Whose idea was this?
I think it was, but we had brainstormed a few things, and she had I remember she had made a comment that they're actually bees, and I was like, well, what if you call me and like you sent me a can of Raid and like just play off of that. And it worked out. Like I've watched that promo like 72 times. It's ridiculous.
I'm not gonna lie, that was the promo that actually made me follow you specifically because I saw it and I was
Amazing.
like, this shit is hilarious. Let me follow in and start checking out more work. And then ultimately, like I
Yes.
saw you live, a little bit of like a sneak, like behind a veil, if you will. Like a lot of
Mhm.
times when I go to these shows, I go with the plan to meet people and be like, I want this person to sign my wrestling mask. So
Yes.
y'all two were the reason why I actually went there.
Oh my God. Thank you
And
so much.
you're welcome. And I went there, like after the fact, I'm not gonna lie, y'all was sitting in the corner. It was you and it was
Yes.
another guy. I think who's
Yeah.
I think he heads We Are Wrestling.
Yes.
Um
Yes. Pete Rosado.
yeah, that was Pete. So like y'all were in the cut. First and foremost, I walked over with the mask and Pete brought up the mention. He was like, so it's just like your OnlyFans, the family mask that you got going on right now. And I'm like, damn, this shit is funny. But also, damn, I'm kind of nervous right now. But this shit funny. I hope this is a great segue. And
Mhm.
seeing you being so fucking dominating in the ring, like there's always that moment of like, what is this person gonna be like outside of the fact? Like
Right. Yeah.
you were actually pretty fucking chill. Like you were cool. Caitlin was cool. I was having a conversation with y'all. Y'all signed it. It was great.
Mhm.
Fun fact, I owed you. I think I tried to pay off for that actual signature, and I don't think y'all took it. So that was one of the reasons why I was like, listen, y'all getting highlight reels.
Oh my God. When you made that highlight reel, I was like, oh my God, like this is so fucking good. What the fuck? And now, like anytime I need a highlight reel, I'm just gonna hit you up, be like, hey, I need
Hey,
your
listen,
services.
that's what we do here. That's what we do. I want to talk more about like your actual matches too, because like you face some formidable opponents outside of King B's. I've seen some matches where you faced Zaya Brookside,
Hmm.
crazy. You faced, I think it was Vita Von Star. You might have
Yes.
faced. You
Hmm.
faced Danny Moe. Like,
Hmm.
what's one match in your head that no matter what you keep replaying? Like, yeah, I really did that shit.
It was probably when I won the women's PPW title off of Danny Moe.
Mm-hmm.
I put her through a door, it was a door. So
Yo, was it
like
off the top rope?
that no, I had taken her off the top rope into a power bomb, and I power bombed her through the door, and
Mm.
I'm like, I hope this shit breaks because holy,
Because if not,
whoo, it's gonna hurt. Oh my God. I had told her, I was like, I'm throwing you through this door to make sure it breaks. She's like, yes, please throw me. Like, okay. So yeah, that was a really fun. Anytime I get to work Danny Mo, it's a lot of fun because we just like to beat the shit out of each other. So
y'all bounce all off of each other really well. I've noticed that the
hmm.
matches with you and Danny Mo have always been pretty fire and consistent. I'm excited. I think you have a match coming up soon against Academia again
Yes,
for We Are Wrestling. Is that We Are Wrestling or is that
yes, yes,
that
we are
shit?
wrestling.
That's in the Bronx. Like I if not for nothing, I low key I avoid New York like the plague because I just hate driving there.
Yes, it's
But
awful.
I think I'm gonna pop up in there again, and I got to see this shit
Yes,
live. Because the
yes,
last time
great
y'all had that,
friends.
absolutely, y'all had a match with you had a match with, oh my god, her name escapes me. I think it was Jasmine Howe.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yes.
yeah. The bullshit about this was when I drove over there was no parking in that area. So by the time I like finally found a park blocks away and walked up, and I walked in,
Mm.
your match was done.
Oh God.
That shit had, bro, that hurt my spirit inside because I was like, this is like one of the matches I wanted to see. Didn't get a
Hmm.
chance to see it, so I was like, you know what, I got to make it up somehow.
Yeah, I know. It's like you have to get there hella early for that area just to get parking.
And everybody double park like a motherfucker out there. Like, can we talk about that? Like the difference between being in New Jersey parking and driving versus being in New York.
Oh
Like,
my God.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro. Fuck New York, and as far as like the driving and shit goes, it's the worst.
It's pretty awful, and I drive there way too often to like feel that way about it. But like, yeah, it's fucking terrible.
Do you have a
So
worse driving situation, like a worse driving story in New York? Because I have one.
I love how it's so fresh for you.
Hey, I'm still triggered.
I mean, there's been a lot because I mean, I train in Long Island City.
Mm-hmm.
So there was one night where I was driving back and I think it was through the It was either the Lincoln Tunnel or the Holland Tunnel. I think it was the
Both of
Lincoln
them suck.
Tunnel. Oh my God. They had closed down the Holland Tunnel, so all the
Yeah,
traffic was going to the Lincoln Tunnel, and it took me almost like 4 hours to get home
that was
just because
definitely
I was
Lincoln Tunnel.
trapped. Oh my God. I was like, I
That.
have never felt
Mm-hmm.
more trapped in my entire life. Like, it was so bad.
I be in that fucking tunnel claustrophobic half the time, bro. I'm like, yo, get me out of here now.
Yes. Yeah, it's not great.
Nah. For me
Yeah.
personally, my biggest issue is just like, why are there so many fucking signs? I had my
Mm.
car parked and I'm dumb. So I didn't know what no standing meant. I'm like, no standing? I'm not gonna stand here then. Okay. I can
We're not
park though.
standing.
Yeah, we're not standing. Next thing you know, my
Right.
car is impounded somewhere in Brooklyn and I gotta pay $300 to get it out on top of another ticket. I said, fuck this place.
Keep the car. I don't even want
Yo,
the car.
hey, didn't even pay it off yet. Y'all got it.
That's fine. Yeah,
Listen, this ain't
no.
about me. This is about you. And I want to know more about your pivotal moments as far as like what caused you to say, fuck it, I'm about to do this pro wrestler shit.
I was probably drunk. Actually, I think I was drunk. Because I started late.
Mm,
A lot of these people are very young, and they started very young. So I got a little late start, but it was kind of I was drinking with my friends, and I was like, I gotta go to work Monday morning, and I feel like I'm wasting away just like sitting at a fucking desk. Like I hate everybody. like
mm-hmm.
like Sammy Chaos, like my gimmick Sammy Chaos is only it's me, but like
It's
over
like, yo,
over
fucking
9,000.
Karen in
But like
accounting, just
yo, every day I'm just like, but yeah, I was like, oh, maybe I'll be good at this. Like I could see myself being good at this. And I literally just Googled like wrestling schools and saw what came up because I mean, growing up, I didn't even know like a wrestler is something that you could be. I was just like,
right.
oh yeah, these wrestlers are just on TV and like whatever. But yeah, I literally just Googled wrestling schools near me and everything popped up. And yeah, that started this wild spiral, I'm gonna call it. So so now I sit at a desk and I do this.
Yo, now I get to take out my frustration every time y'all ask me about these time cards and stuff. And it's like,
Exactly. Exactly. Microsoft Excel, go fuck yourself.
yo, don't ask me
Yeah.
to do a pivot table. I'm not doing it.
No. I'm not the
Speaking
one
of
today.
tables, but you found Fallout Shelter though out of all of this, and look at, did you like
Yes.
the first time you went into Fallout Shelter? How nervous were you?
Oh my God. Anytime I walk into anywhere, I'm extremely nervous because I have like crippling social anxiety.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yes. Which is insane for what I do.
Yo.
Insanity. But yeah, I only knew a couple of people that went to Fallout. So when I pulled up and I parked in front of the building, I was like crippled in my fucking driver's seat, like, oh my God, like someone needs to come out and get me. Like,
Mom,
please call the police. Like, what is going on? But they were super welcoming, and it was like, you're always so afraid of making mistakes, which is insane because I mean, I'm doing something for the first time. I'm gonna do nothing if not fuck up.
Yep.
So yeah, they're just super welcoming and understanding and patient. Thank God they're patient. But yeah, it's been fucking awesome, and I'm still there. I still train, so.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, wrestling schools scare me, not because I've heard any horror stories myself personally, but like I watched Tough Enough as a kid.
Oh yeah.
And bro, seeing Triple H in the ring just walking around, his ponytail flapping around, calling everybody fucking stupid. I'm like, I don't know if I could do this.
I mean, if it's Triple H calling me stupid, like I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, that man is on a generational run right now with WWE.
My God. God bless.
But speaking of generational runs, you on the indie scene, like there's gonna be a point in time we're gonna celebrate Sammi Chaos and talk about how great you are. There was a podcast you did though. Oh God, it escapes me. I believe it was ABJ you did. And you mentioned how you took the Sammi Chaos name from a band local to New Jersey. Yo, like Do you ever do you ever stop to think and look at that person and be like, hey bro, we gotta have a conversation. Like, I took your name. I'm sorry, gang, but like this shit kind of fire. It is what it is. I don't know
This is mine now. Like,
yeah.
It's stuff that like I've actually tried to, because we're not friends on any social media. I've actually tried to find him, but it's from so long ago that like I can't find him anywhere, and I don't even remember the exact band's name. But yeah, I just stole this person's name. And I'm just like, listen, you're not using it right now.
Like if you were still using it, I would have saw you at fucking Warped Tour. So now what?
Exactly. You weren't in the pit, so like get out of here. But it's
also,
funny.
Do you see me? I will end you.
Honestly, body slams for everybody.
You were saying,
but
it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny though that like my ex hasn't said anything, because like he's part of the wrestling industry, and like we're still cool and cordial and all that fun stuff, but it's so strange that he's never been like, Sammi Chaos. Like, you got that from da da da, and I'm waiting for the day that I just get a text or a DM and I have to explain myself.
It's just gonna be 3 dots, and you gonna know exactly what he's talking about. Like,
before they even ask, I'd be like, yes, I apologize.
Yeah, I did that shit.
I did that. I'm not sorry, actually.
I want to walk away from wrestling really quick and talk about Sammi Chaos, the person, right? For starters, can we see these nails real quick? Because a couple of times, these are Halloween style nails. What are we doing? What are these claws?
I went on vacation with these.
That's so clean.
Yes.
Now you did that.
I poked many holes in my clothes. Like,
no,
they're so sharp. They're so sharp. But yeah, no, they're fun. Yes. People don't expect me to like have nails. I'm like, oh shit.
You know, it's crazy. It's like the wrestling persona aspect of it. They don't expect you be outside, not for nothing.
Yes.
Like, we follow each other. I'm seeing you smoking hookah and shit. I'm like, you living that life.
Yes, I am out there. I'm outside.
I didn't even know South Jersey was out at it like that. I'm like, salute.
Listen, we have stuff. There are things here.
I drove down there. I was at the H2O center. This was a couple weeks ago. I'm like, yo, it's nothing but like open space and just like, what the fuck do y'all do here for fun?
There's a lot of trouble to get into, I've noticed. Like, the more desolate a place is, there's a lot of bullshit going on. So.
Yo, if there were cows in New Jersey, they getting tipped down there. I'm letting you know that.
Listen, a game is a game, man.
So my thing is, you mentioned a good thing about games. So like on a spare time where you're not training, you're not outside smoking hookah, you're not like, doing what you do, working the 9 to 5 or whatever. What are you doing for fun? Like, what does a Sammi Chaos do away from like wrestling?
When it's nice outside, I'm a basketball player, so I
Word?
Really yeah. So I love like during the summer going out and like shooting around and shit like that, and yeah, I play guitar. Fun stuff. But like as of recent, I'm like such a homebody too that I'm just like in my house, just like watching wrestling more than likely, but. Yeah.
What you been watching lately? Like what shows?
Oh my goodness.
As far as wrestling?
As far as wrestling?
Or in general, either way.
I watch a lot of like old wrestling. So a lot of like Bam Bam, a lot of Vader, a lot of Cactus Jack. But yeah, because I don't have like TV, so I'll like catch everything like afterwards.
It's cool. We still with cable over here.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I don't have that channel, I guess.
It's all outdated.
I know. I'm like, I pay for all the streaming services, just not, I'll see you all later.
Can we talk about how these shits got me in a vice grip? Because there's no reason why I should be paying all of this for Netflix. And like,
I know.
I might watch 2 shows.
I know. And it's like if you have the base Netflix now, there's advertisements. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm not watching bro. I pay for YouTube Premium. First of
Oh
all,
my god.
fuck no, I'm not paying. No, what?
I know. You'll get an ad that's like 5 minutes long. I'm like, shut it off. Just shut it off.
You know how mad I'd be if I don't, because I got Spotify and I paid for
Mhm.
the upper service of that. Because you know
Yes.
how mad I would be if I'm listening, I'm at the gym and I'm doing what I gotta do, and all of a sudden
And an
it's like,
ad.
bro,
Yeah.
that shit irks my soul. I'll
Yeah.
be in the zone, and then you talking to me about car insurance. It's like,
I know. They're like, did you think
ugh.
about switching to Geico? I'm like, fuck off. Yeah. Yeah, no, I pay for Spotify for that reason. I was like, I can't be like on the Stairmaster fighting for my life and then like
Mhm.
they're talking about Ozempic or some shit in my ear. And I'm like, please, please.
But also, tell me more about this Ozempic. Hold
I know,
on.
but also, is it free? What is going on?
Can you tell me actually, like you mentioned Spotify, we about to
Mhm.
hit the end of the year. What do you think your end of year rap is gonna look like?
Oh my gosh. It's always so, for lack of a better word, chaotic. Um,
Mm.
it's I think last year it was literally like, oh, Ice Cube, but also Taylor Swift, but also Metallica, but also like Meth, but I'm like, what am I doing? Like,
Sammy
it's
Chaos.
insane.
Oh no.
All over the place, all over. It's so bipolar. It's so
What is your
bipolar.
one song that like you would, I don't want to say you would never admit out loud. What is one song nobody would think that you listen to, but you swear by it?
Oh my god. Um, so I have like no guilty pleasures because I don't give a fuck about admitting anything.
I
I'm
respect
a
that.
huge, huge Mamma Mia fan.
No, you be watching Mamma Mia, bro.
Yeah, yes.
No.
So I be in my house singing ABBA to my goddamn self. Yeah, I think I think even in one of mine and Caitlin's promos, I'm gonna have to find it and send it to you. In the
Please,
beginning, I'm singing Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Yo,
So
I can't.
I'm a sucker for a good show tune. I don't know what it is. It's
So people
listen.
got to deal with you listening to like Hamilton and everything too, right?
So that's one that I haven't listened to is Hamilton because I'm just afraid I'm just gonna become like fucking addicted to it and I
Yeah,
just
no. Listen, and the way I'm joking about this right now, they got this one song called the Skylar Sisters. When that shit come on, inject that into my veins, right there.
see, you know. I'm like
Mm-mm.
legit. I'll be at the gym and like Mamma Mia will be coming up like fuck yeah, Mamma Mia, here I go again. Like what the fuck?
So like you listening to Mamma Mia, you got the hard
Mhm.
screw face on after the gym.
Yes, yes.
What are you eating post? Like what's your typical go-to meal?
Oh my god, post gym. I mean, so I'm a late night gym goer.
Okay.
So I literally come home and I'll eat just like probably too much chicken and rice. But yeah, I'll just like house that. Or I've been like hyper fixated on like chicken Caesar salad for no reason.
That shit go crazy, don't it?
Insane. I was like, who am I? Where I'm just like, I need a salad right now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck? Yeah, you shouldn't have. I had a huge, huge, unhealthy amount of chicken Caesar salad for lunch yesterday, and it's insane. I'll do it
Yo,
again,
I'll do it again. Hey, bro, I
and
swear,
I
yo,
do it
dare me.
again.
Dare me. I'll
Yeah,
do that shit right now.
right, exactly.
My thing is, bro, because with the Caesar salad, you could freak it. You could do the wrap. You could do like low key. You could do it on a pizza. I've seen it before.
I have
You
seen salad pizza. Yes.
that shit like
Mhm.
I really feel like it's universal to the point where like you could really freak it a million different ways, and it's hard to make nasty Caesar salad. What is, and the last thing I think I'll ask about food wise, what is your most controversial food opinion? I'm gonna give you mine after
Um.
the fact because everybody looks at
Okay.
me crazy, but I want to hear yours.
I like pineapple on pizza.
I
I
can't
don't.
judge you for that.
I don't know what everyone's fucking problem is, but everyone just like goes insane that oh my god it doesn't belong. I'm like there's more things in life, but that's okay. Um Yeah, no, I enjoy pineapple on pizza, so fuck them. That's
You
it.
know
I'm a
what?
fat kid, so I'm just like, give me food.
All of it.
So yeah.
It's cool though. Like pineapple on pizza, like I used to shit on it just for the sake of like I'm kind of a chaotic in the sense where if you like something, I'm gonna just hate. Like I'm a
Exactly.
love being a hater.
Right, because fuck you, that's why.
Because fuck them. That's why.
That's
Exactly.
your new merch. Your new merch is because fuck them, that's why.
My but like I had because I don't believe that fruit should be hot unless it's like a pie or something like that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
However, that pineapple pizza, that shit kind of bang whole time. I had it recently and I
Yes.
was like, this shit tastes good. And it's Domino's. Like, imagine a real live pizza chain. That shit might go, it
Right.
might feed the streets.
Honestly.
What I will say though is on my point, I say fuck chocolate. That shit is disgusting. Chocolate is some of the nastiest shit
Yeah.
I've ever had in my life.
All
And
chocolate, everything.
all of it. I don't give a damn, bro.
Wow.
Nutella's disgusting. The vanilla chocolate, yeah, it's not really chocolate, but it's still a little shaky. Dark
Right.
chocolate's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Like Twix, Payday, all of that shit is gross.
Wow.
And they try to freak that shit. Nah, I don't give me no red velvet cake. I'm not going. You're not fooling me. I know who you are.
I'm not going. Wow. I mean, I've heard people that like don't like chocolate, but wow, you have like a whole burn book for it, huh?
That shit is gross, bro. And I'm tired of people pretty much trying to hedge on it and say, like, chocolate is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Oh my God, I love chocolate. Oh my God, this, that. And it's like, man, release yourself from the shackles of oppression.
Shackle.
I want better for you. I want better for the world. Now, I went on my little chocolate brigade. Let me back up. I know we technically we're a wrestling podcast.
Let's calm down a
Yeah.
little bit.
Let's get back into some wrestling real quick.
Mm.
You being on the independent scene, I know that. Oh no! I want to ask you this question first. I'm gonna get back into the other one.
Do it.
You being on the independent scene, again, I've mentioned that we've met before. You are a bundle of joy to be around, and I look forward to meeting you again. For somebody who has not met you before and they come up to you, what are some things you're just absolutely not standing for? What are some things you're not going for? Like, what should they not do when they come up to you?
Don't touch me. I don't like. I say that half jokingly. No, but like I'm heavily
Dead
tattooed.
fucking serious.
I know, I'm like, don't fucking touch me, actually. So I'm heavily tattooed, so I'll get a lot in public where people will literally just grab my arm, and I'm like, what are we doing?
Who
Like,
mans is this?
I know. I'm like, come get, like, what the fuck? I don't know you. You know?
Do you not see I'm 6 foot tall and buff?
It's crazy, and like, I don't mind like after like we talk or whatever, and we take a picture and like we da da da. But like, yeah, no, people like just find the audacity. I don't know where they find it, but they do. Where yeah, they're just like, oh my God, they sandwich it with like, it's so beautiful. I'm like, yes.
You're like,
I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, we just had COVID a couple years ago.
Yo, fam. Like, I know you didn't wash your hands. I can see you.
I know. It's like I smell the greasy popcorn on your fucking fingertips. Like, don't touch me. God. But yeah, don't do that. Also, I don't know, just don't say ignorant shit. I think a lot of people just get very comfortable in things that they say. And well, I don't mind like when I'm in the ring and like, you know, I'm beating up some small child, whatever, and like, you know, people are yelling things at me because people have, you know, called me this, that, the other thing. I don't care about that stuff. But it's like, if you're coming up to my merch table to like come meet me or like whatever, don't say like ignorant shit about me or even like about anybody else that was on the show. Like, I don't know. I think people became way too comfortable with like just being insane for no reason.
It's weird, man. I like, and that's, if I was in your shoes and somebody came up to me and felt comfortable calling me a bitch, like, I will slap the shit out you.
I know, it's like, there's no barricade right here, okay? Crazy.
And you know what's crazy, bro? You would think, because I've seen you do a fucking front flip leg drop. No, it's a cannonball flip in a Wednesday Addams outfit. I don't think you the person for people to come up to and start talking sideways about.
I shouldn't. People get brave though, and I'm like, Jesus, what the fuck?
Are there what are some pros that they should be doing in that sense when they walk up to a Sammi Chaos? Outside of buying merch, because you should be buying Sammy's Chaos's merch.
Buy my shit. No.
That 8x10. I'm sure Sammi got a t-shirt. Do that. Even if you don't buy none, just send money.
You just right. Send money, please. Yeah, I don't know, just be like respectful. I feel like if you talk to somebody the way you would want to be spoken to or how you would want to be approached, like just do that. Like common decency. Like the way like you are, you're fucking awesome. And like yeah, you're welcome. No. Yeah, yeah, just be a decent human being. Like, and I shouldn't have to say that, but here I am.
You would be surprised, man.
Oh,
like for every like cool fan that I run into, like, and I run into a lot of times fans are like cool as shit, like randomly just having conversations. And I made like friends going out there to these shows. Every once in a while, you got that one person that get a little too drunk or a little too into it, and it's like, yo, fam, bro, calm down, bro. You spitting. Like you're shouting and there's like actual like phlegm coming out. Like chill.
Yeah. I mean, listen, wrestling shows and like the crowd, like it's a release. I mean, it's a release for everybody, which is fine. But like, don't spit on me. Keep it to yourself. Yeah. No.
In that wrestling ring, right? I want you to name, if you could, 3 wrestlers that if you had the chance to, dead or alive, or whatever the case may be, if you could wrestle these people, put them on your repertoire, your resume, if you will, who would you face?
Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna name the big men. I would fucking love to get Vader bombed by Vader. I would fucking Bam Bam. Holy shit. Could you imagine? Okay. And I'm just gonna say Lita to name a girl because fucking Lita. But I mean, if I could share a ring with like Bull Nakano and fucking Dump Matsumoto and fucking Manami Toy.
You know how
come on.
I would fangirl the fuck out.
I know. I'd be like, yes, you can hit me with a kendo stick anytime you want. Yes.
Is that and who is your one wrestler right now that's active? Like if you ran into them, you would legitimately fangirl out for?
Oh my God. That's a great question. I think so. I'm a huge Attitude Era baby. So like if I ran into just like Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'd like probably my heart would go into my fucking ass.
Yep.
But but like it's funny because like I imagine like meeting The Rock is kind of like a fucking ungodly experience. Just because
it's like meeting Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh my God, like what the fuck?
Keep it funky. The Rock is men's Beyonce when you kind of think about that shit.
Yes, 100%. Oh my God, he's my Beyonce.
We might have The Rock is wrestling's Beyonce. That might be the name of this episode.
Yes, it has to be now. And also, fuck chocolate.
Yeah, fuck chocolate.
But yeah, I mean, I think if I met anybody from like the Attitude Era and all that, I would just like, I would die. I wouldn't know what to say. I'd just start weeping uncontrollably. Exactly. I'd be like, okay, oh my God. The whole ugly cry.
I'm gonna let you know now if by chance, and I have a story for another time, like how I almost met Finn Balor. If I ran into Finn Balor, bro, like I promise you, I don't give a fuck about how much I look like I'm glazing, how much I look like I'm dick riding. I'm like, yo, Finn, bro, the thing, bro, you the GOAT for real, G. Like you really one of them ones. But now everybody, I'm gonna keep my cool little composure, but inside I'm just like,
oh my God, yeah. I honestly, so I'm a huge Charlotte Flair person. Yeah. I love I think if I met Charlotte Flair, I'd be like, hi. So yeah.
Charlotte just looked like when you walk into her, like everything around her, she's just got a gold aura. Like,
right, exactly. And not because, she's Queen Charlotte, but listen.
So I know that I know that you going into this field, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to deal with regarding the
Mm,
indies. There's a lot that you've come across. What do
hmm
you feel like the indie scene needs more of in order for wrestlers like you to flourish, in order to make an actual living?
Oof. Oof. Um, so, there's a lot of times where, excuse me, when if someone gets released or whatever it is, they take your spot.
Hmm.
So it's like, oh, well, I'm not gonna get booked here because so and so is here. You know what I mean? Which I mean,
Dijak got released, and everybody was like, "God damn it, my summer's tough."
he was at he. I think it was like at the end of like when he was allowed to like start showing up again. It was at Blitzkrieg Pro. I think it was Massachusetts. I was at that show and I had just finished wrestling, and then all of a sudden he was also like he was there. I was like, what the fuck? Like, holy shit. But like now he's at Limitless in Maine. He's at here, there, that's fucking awesome that you get welcomed back with open arms. But
Yep.
it kind of puts us at a little bit of a disadvantage at the end of the day. But honestly, the best way you could support like an indie wrestler is buy our fucking merch. Like, just buy our merch.
The fucking merch.
I have multiple T-shirts to choose from. Like,
by the way, after this, can you send me like a link to the t-shirts? I do want to buy one. I should have did it when we was at the spot, but
like, I mean, on November 8th.
Oh yeah. True, because November 8th you have the match with Eric Academia.
Exactly. It's gonna be Batman versus Bane. That's what.
I need you to I need the.
Yes, exactly. I was like, oh, I'm gonna break your back like fucking Bane did. Got it. No problem.
I got two more questions, or really like 2.5 more questions. Mm-hmm. Before I get to this first one, I want to do this game called Pass the Baton. It's not really a game per se, but I want you to pass the baton. I want you to spotlight an indie wrestler out there, like just doing a damn thing, and that they deserves there's so much more credit. Like, who would you nominate as that person?
Brian Baum. I don't know if he
was rings at a bell.
He was at Jabber Slam. He was in the Scramble or Rumble that they had.
Oh, that shit was crazy. The one with the first match, right?
Yeah. Brian Baum was the one that has like streamers that shoots out of his hands, and he.
Oh yeah.
Brian Baum is one of the most hardworking people I've ever had the pleasure of working with. We trained together. And he's everywhere. He travels to like San Francisco. He wrestles out there. He's here. Like, he's amazing, and he's just a great human being. So you should definitely have him on.
I sure will. Shout out Brian Baum. I'm gonna look more into Brian's work. Check him out. Listen, if Sammy's vetting for Brian Baum, then Brian, you good in my book, bro.
I don't like anybody, so if I'm,
Yo, Sammy, bro, you give me vibes. You give the vibe of when you in the office minding your business, you don't really want to be bothered. You got your maybe like 1 or 2 friends in there that you rock with, but like HR and everybody, you're not going for it. No. It's like you kind of sit there, you mind your business, you out at 5 flat, like you just like me for real.
I mind my business. That's it.
The last few questions at this point I want to lead off was anything that you would like to promote or push. I know you have the match with Eric Academia coming up. I know you have upcoming matches down the stretch. Like, what do we have that we need to be supporting Sammi Chaos on? Like a Patreon? What are we doing? Where should we be tapped in?
I mean, I don't have like a Patreon or anything at the moment. But I have links for like a merch. I have a merch link in my bio on Instagram. But yeah, I mean, I'm constantly, I mean, I'm sure you've seen, I'm constantly posting like match cards and shows and anywhere you could find me. And I always have a full table of merch at shows. So
you all impressive, by the way. I will say.
Thank you.
A lot of let me not shit on people. Let me walk this back.
Do it, please, God.
A lot of merch be mid, bro, and
yes.
But like yours is pretty good. Like, and I make it a mission to buy people's merch. I make it a mission because I'm like, I want to support indie wrestlers. I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes in a few points I come across, I'm like, yo, this shit kind of ass. I can't like.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people they don't see the I don't know, I guess the worth in it, but it's like at the end of the day, it helps a lot. Like even if it's just to like interact with everybody, because then they remember you and then they come back and they see you and all that jazz. So yeah.
And I'll be wearing the fuck out them shirts, bro. The shirts and everything, the
Listen.
stickers. I will sticker bomb the hell out of something everywhere. Like
Yes.
I want to make sure I support. Um,
Yes.
Masha was one of the
Yes. Hell yeah. She's one of my coaches.
case in point. It's like, man, I like we want to support. You sell good shit. I want to be able to buy good shit. Like put me in
Mm-hmm.
debt, man. I need
Right,
that,
exactly. Yes. I want to spend my money. Help me. Help me.
please. The very last thing that we typically like to do with these shows, a little
Mm-hmm.
thing called giving them their flowers. So, Sammy, I would like to be able to give you your flowers if you would so kindly allow them. Um, I want to say it again. The first time I met you, I didn't really know what to expect in that sense. You were somebody I definitely wanted to interact with. I wanted to meet. I wanted to have sign my mask. You were gracious. You were open. You were awesome the first time I met you at Jobber Slam, and it made for a great time. The photo is fire. I haven't even posted it yet, but I've waited for this given moment so I can have a reason to post it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second time around when I went to the We Are Wrestling show. I think it's the Bronx is over is the name of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like for when again didn't get the chance to actually see the match between you and Jasmine Howe, but you were there standing. I went up and said something. You were nice. And again, Sammy don't like y'all, but she actually hugged me there. So I'm just saying, ha ha, ha ha, bitch. You were great. You were awesome. That was after the whole highlight reel situation thing happened, and thank you for allowing me to do so. When I messaged you about the highlight reel in itself, I was very, very fucking nervous because
Really?
I don't know how like I never know what to make of like people when I run into them initially, especially in the indie scene. And you talk about
Mm-hmm.
having like that sense of when you start going at a crippling like that
Yes.
anxiety. A
Yeah.
lot of times when I pull up at tables, even if I know you after a while, I'm kind of like, do I go up and
Hey.
say
Hey.
something? Yeah, like, hey,
Yes.
do you remember me? Like,
Right.
I'm this
Hello. Hello.
like, ooh, ooh.
Right. Right. Exactly.
But you were cool. You were chill. You made me feel great. You I've never like I there's never really been an issue. I rock with your work. I rock with your content. Your matches are phenomenal.
Thank you.
Inside the ring, you getting the job done. PPW, you did that shit. You did that shit for Battle Club. You did the shit for so many different places. I'm excited to see, and you did it in a short time too. Like you only been wrestling for what
We're
3-4
trying.
years?
A couple years. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
like you really are outside doing this shit. Like for you to say
Mhm.
you just randomly, drunkenly one day got up and said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And
Mhm.
I'm praying to God when you were drunk, it wasn't tequila, it wasn't fucking tequila or like a
No,
vodka or something.
whiskey. It's always whiskey.
Oh, you were
Oh,
different.
oh, it's always whiskey.
Oh, I know you fight.
Yeah.
Like that shit in the ring, you drink whiskey. I know that's not for play. Danny Mo, I'm sorry, bro. I know that
I
table had to
apologize,
hurt.
Danny.
God damn. But again, like you're awesome, you're great. I graciously thank you for even allowing me to just have that conversation with you. And for you to be receptive, you were like very poignant. You were like one of the easier persons to set up an interview with. So you forever good in my book. Anything you need from me, like you could please always feel free to reach out. It is what it is. I'm gonna drop everything and make sure I get to you. I want to support you. I want to continue to watch you grow and everything. So like just thank you again for your existence and thank you again for being able to just give me that bit of interaction and that pocket of time that we ran into each other.
Thank
So
you. I appreciate you. I mean, I appreciate anything that I mean, compliments. I don't know how to receive compliments. So I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much. But but I mean, we're here for y'all. You know what I mean? It's like we're here for you guys to entertain you guys and to interact with you guys. And I don't like when people don't interact with everybody. And I appreciate anyone that supports me in literally any way possible, even if it's just like a handshake and saying you did a good job. I'm just like, I did. Thank you. Oh my God. So I appreciate you.
Sammi, you are the awesomest of sauce. I thank you ever so much for this. I thank you for your time. For the people out there watching, you could have watched some other shit, but you watched this. Fuck chocolate. Pineapple pizza is actually pretty decent. And stop touching niggas.
Beyonce, all right?
And The Rock is Beyonce. The Rock is Beyonce. And stop touching people without consent. Thank y'all so much. Have a good night. It is what it is. Later.
You are